I'd like to start off with reading a little bit out of this Music Physician for Times to Come. It's by Don Campbell. And there's an opening quote that I thought would be a good thing to share. We trust that the magic of sound, scientifically applied, will contribute in ever greater measure to the relief of human suffering, to a higher development of a richer integration of the human personality, to the harmonious synthesis of all human notes, of all group chords and melodies, until there will be the greater symphony of one humanity. So the importance of sound produced within ourselves, it creates like an energy food. There's a story of a group of monks that they chant every day for hours on end, and then at one point a new leader came in and changed their routine and took out chanting, and they began to fall ill and lose energy, and they're wondering why this happened. And they had like medical professionals come in, and they thought, oh well, maybe you're not getting enough nutrients, so they put them on like the traditional meat and potatoes, where originally they were vegetarian. That made it even worse. They were so lethargic, they would just like sit in their rooms and just didn't have the energy that they needed to do the work that monks do. Eventually, Alfred Tomatis came in, and he's a French doctor that really connected to how sound affects our bodies. And he came in and discovered that it was the chanting that they were missing. So they began to incorporate that back into their daily routine, and within a week they were feeling better. So chanting is something that we can incorporate into our daily lives. It can be just a few minutes. It can be hours like the monks, whatever your body feels. So today, we're going to activate that throat. But before we do that, we need to stretch our bodies, because along with our voice, our bodies are connected to that. So we need to just get into our body. So let's begin doing a little bit of neck stretches. And then you can just follow along, bringing the chin up to the sky, feeling that stretch in your throat. Breathing into the throat. And then ear to your left shoulder. Down, chin to chest. Ear to your right shoulder. Back up, looking at the sky. Feeling that throat open. Allowing the air, the breath, to move through it freely. And left shoulder, feeling that stretch. chin to chest. Opening the back of your throat, the neck. And right shoulder. And back to center. Now let's put our hands on our solar plexus. This is where your diaphragm is. And this is where you breathe from when you chant, sing, speak even. Much of our lives has been the chest breathing. Like we weren't taught to breathe from our diaphragm. So to focus on that will give you the breath support that you need in order to bring the vibrations throughout your body when you sing. So let's go ahead and fill that diaphragm like a balloon, taking a deep breath in, feeling it expand, and out. Again, deep breath in, filling the balloon, and out. And one more time. And out. Okay, we can keep our hands here if you feel like you need to have them as a focus to remind you to breathe from your diaphragm. Otherwise, you can place them wherever you feel. So let's begin with some vocal exercises. Sighing is a really good way to begin. So again, breathe in. And this time, have a audible breath out, like a sigh. So like this. Let's do that again. Deep breath in, filling the diaphragm. Just feeling that release, feeling that energy moves all throughout your body. And let's do that 3 more times. And you can do any tone you want. If you want to go higher, lower, whatever your body feels. And one more time. And feeling that throat release the tension. Now let's buzz our lips. This is a fun one. You can get them kind of moistened up. And deep breath in from the diaphragm. And again. And you can do any tone you want. I just felt like I wanted to move up and down, up and down. So that's what came out of my voice. But each one of us is different. So you can follow along with what I'm doing, or you can stick with one tone like this. Do whatever you want. So let's do that a little bit more. And it kind of like tickles your nose. So you need to like itch that. That's cool too. Okay, so deep breath in. And again. And one more time. You can kind of not only feel the vibration, but hear like that, like it resonating in your skull. It's a cool sound. Okay, one more vocalized exercise before we get to the chanting. And this one is, I like to call it throwing the frisbee. So take a deep breath in. So you start high and as high as you can go. Each voice is different, and as low as you can go. Okay, so do it with me. Deep breath in. And let's do the other hand. Deep breath in. And one more time. Throwing the frisbee. And then you get kind of that, for me, that guttural sound in the low notes. And that's fine. You know, singing doesn't have to be pretty. It's just allowing the sound to come out in any way that it needs to. Okay? For myself on my journey, I thought that every sound, every tone, every note had to be pretty. And then once I realized that it doesn't have to be, then that helped me activate my throat chakra even more. So just remember that. No sound is wrong. Okay, so there are many different chants out there. Today, since we're activating the throat chakra, I wanted to do one that's related to the throat, also associated with Mars, and that's Hum, Mangaya, Namaha. So Hum, Mangaya, Namaha. And we're going to add a tone to that. Again, any pitch, any tone that you need to create within yourself is what you will do. It doesn't have to match mine. Okay. Always remembering to breathe from the diaphragm. Ha Mangaya Namahe. Ha Mangaya Namahe. Ha Mangaya Sit with that. Sit with that sensation. Peace flooding over your entire body. Feeling that throat open and activated. Now to close this class, I would like for us all to chant Om. And one day, I would like us all to chant Om and we can hear each other. So eventually, we'll figure out a way where we can come together as a group and all hear each other. Not sure how that technology works yet, but it will happen. But for now, we will hear our own voice. Taking a deep breath in. sitting in that silence, feeling that inner peace, that all is perfect, all is as it is intended to be. Now may you go into this evening and have a restful night's sleep, or in the day, have a beautiful throat activated day, speaking your truth wherever you are. Namaste.